Okay, I am recording. I've got everything set up. Um, Starting off with the minimal input right now is just my um, audio, and I'm recording it all with OBS. And I've gone ahead and preloaded inputs for all of my inputs that I'm using, my monitors, my headsets, webcams. Um, let's see what else. And then I've also got um, my three screens isolated in one set of scenes, and then individual sources for my software in a separate scene. I think I have everything pretty much my base stack running. So just left right across the bottom right now before I open anything with video capture would be Spotify, and then Zoom and my VirtualBox and Visual Studio and um, File Explorer and ChatGPT and Obsidian and my Fresh Prints Google Chrome profile and my software profile that I created for my most recent clean browser search refresh that I did for my training for where I'm doing my searching my real quick reference queries of different types. So like command line um, questions or bash questions or um, video questions or technical short things that I don't necessarily need um, our main language model processing, and that of course is ChatGPT, Quill. Hi Quill, I know you're there. Um, in the future, of course. So hello, welcome from the past. Um, let's see. Okay, yeah. So all of my like I said, my base stack is running. I've got my Zoom meeting open, so I'm going to start bringing different pieces of this up one at a time. But and then we'll go as we go. The biggest thing that I always see with OBS, of course, is the webcams and the video routing is always something that gets a little cluttered. I've got an input going into OBS for both my webcam and then also my integrated cam. And then I've got my OBS virtual camera activated, and then I've also got my Zoom meeting open, and I open that last. Hopefully that'll be on the top of whatever connection stack might exist, so that it can see everything. So I brought OBS. I turned OBS on first at the base of the stack, and then I've got Zoom more or less, hopefully up at the top. I haven't checked on any prioritization or anything like that. That's just basic system priority, not my doing. I didn't have anything to do with how this is arranged. I just built it. Um, okay, so what we're gonna do here is start bringing up a layout of the different things that we have built for this Martha project, and um, it's going to be I think it's going to tie a lot of the questions together as far as where my understanding is and where the frame of the project is and what we can flesh out more and what's going to be fun to flesh out. And then what is actual grind work, which there's plenty of that to do too. So, but that's fun stuff because this is fun stuff. So, yeah, so we'll build through this and then see where we're at, and then mainly, I think though that what this is we're going to be capturing how to capture state, and I'll get to that when I get to talking about where I'm at with studio. Virtual Studio Code. Okay, so yeah, I guess I'm gonna just go down my list here, top to bottom, and see what works and what doesn't, what we get captured, where we land, and then I'll get into software at the end. So right now, I'll go through inputs. Like I said, now I'll get a picture of this in a second, but I've got 6 sources currently under a scene named input. I've got my left monitor, hopefully. Yeah, yay, left monitor. Full screen or full program. What do you call it? Studio mode. Full out input. Program input. Preview. I'm gonna cut over to you. Transition, maybe. Let's fade. Let's not fade. Let's cut. Let's fade. Transition, fade. Transition. Okay. I don't know what I'm recording. I was trying to think of my preview. Oh, and then the program. That's what it was. Preview and then the program. Okay, cool. Okay, still talking, still just capturing the one, hopefully. Okay. So, from here, I've got my headset via my USB. I'm using my cans, so I've got that as a separate input because I've got I'm going through my little USB-C whatever hub that I've got my monitors and everything plugged into. Um, so that headset's going through there, but I've just labeled it headset via my hub. And then, so that's what you're listening to me on. And then my webcam, let's see, this is the one, I have to activate it. Oops, and I'll just turn that off. Okay, there's me. Yay, ooh, I look like shit in this light. Haha. Okay, we'll just turn that off. Webcam integrated. Again, this was, yeah, this is, oh, nope, that one works. Okay, the integrated works. I'm going to still go back and deactivate these, just I think that might be the way to go with those. And then I'm not showing integrated. Okay, so those are my basic inputs. I haven't messed with anything else. I'm not going to worry about it, but here we go. back to what I'm actually capturing. So I need to, I'm not sure I'm capturing all scenes or what I'm putting out actually. So let's switch over to Studio. Let's put an input of that just so left. Left. Okay. Okay. Do I need to put those sources in each scene? Question is going to be, I'm capturing audio, so I'm going to have to say so. I'm going to have to say that where I'm at is I've got, I'm currently sending a picture of my right screen, and I've got a picture of my 3 screens staged. Okay. So I can throw those around anywhere I want, and I'll just transition to those. Active. Alright, so I need inputs. Those are all active. Actives. I'm tracking actives in blue. Tracking actives in blue. Tracking actives in blue. Okay. Alright, actives in blue. All right, capturing all of this. So yeah, right now OBS is my base stack. Let's just take a look at, that my center screen, not my left screen. Not my right screen, my center screen. Okay, so my center screen. Now I'm going to transition out to you. I'm going to just move OBS out of the way for right now. There we go. Okay, now I am broadcasting my center screen. And zoom. Okay, here we go. And I'm still recording. All right, and away we go with Zoom. So let's see, how do I want to run this? I want to be able to pick up audio first. So I want to make sure I got the meeting up and running and working and picking up audio, and there we go. So I'm picking up audio. It looks like I'm picking up captions. Let's do a little adjustment and make this transform fit to screen. There we go. Transition out back to that. Okay. So this is me in a Zoom meeting. On my center screen with no video on my Zoom meeting. Capturing, though I do see I'm running as a camera somewhere. Either my integrated webcam, deactivate, Integrated. Both of these should be deactivated, but I am getting a tally light on my integrated. I am getting a tally light on my integrated camera thingy. So, okay. So we're going to go ahead and add video to Zoom. Me on video for Zoom. And that is you. So I'm going to cut whatever. I'm going to cover up my integrated. So integrated's covered up now. Let's see, integrated's covered up, and then I'm on my webcam and I'm showing captions, and I've got my transcripts. Say hi, transcripts. Transcripts are right there. And then let's see, what else can we see? Zoom. We can see all of Zoom. Okay. Now I have the Zoom app as an input, but there's a filter there as far as what I can pick up through OBS. But we can see it when we just take a picture of the screen at that layer. So there's that, guys. We can do that. Those are things we can do. We can do that. We can look at Zoom through what Zoom wants to show us, or we can look at Zoom through what we're seeing on our computer. Two different things, depending on which direction you're coming at it and looking at it from. So that's an important little thing we can throw in there. Let's see. All right, yeah. We got participants. I'm catching participants. Chat. Oh, where's my chat? Oh, right there. Okay. Let's add something to the chat for log. Let's just go chat log. Boom. Chat log. We'll throw in something. Let's throw in a let's toss out a beacon. Not a beacon. Let's toss out a little something. Let's toss out Martha. Yeah, why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? That's good. Let's bring that up. Okay. Okay, so I got only a few things open, relatively speaking, but one of them is kind of where we're going to start with this is here we go, boom. Okay, so I put a link in there to marthastewart.com, the namesake of this project, because of the serious level of awesomeness that exists there. But actually, before I go any further, I'm going to take a second, just a half a second here, and start recording because I've got captions, I've got transcripts running, and all I need to do is record again on Zoom. We'll just, okay, recording in progress. So, okay, so I am up at broadcast depth, basically. I'm on Zoom, so I'm out there. I'm on the interwebs. I've got a meeting link. You can find me. I can find me. Zoom knows where I'm at. My computer knows where I'm at, so we're all good there. Recording all of that stuff. That more of it is a filter. This goes towards the discussion about what actually to capture, and I think that's what some of this is going to answer as far as what I know is there, and then what we really actually need to focus on to make this smooth, because it's pretty straightforward what the connections actually we have available are depending on what we're using. So that's not anything we need to get too down in the weeds in as far as how to actually monitor that. We know that it exists. That's all we need to know. So namesake for this, yeah, this is where I'm going to get in my fanboy mode because this is one of the people that is, they're pretty awesome. The history, the controversy, the where they're at now, amazing. And that level of quality is what we're going for here, and then also approachability and presentation is dialed in, as they say. because it's attention to detail, and there's a lot of things to pay attention to. So we're going to make sure that we've got as much covered and automated as we can, so that when we do things, they can be as engaging as possible with either the audience that we're working with, or with ourselves in a work environment, or whatever we're working in, wherever you're working, maybe where you're working smoothly and easily. You know what I mean? Anyway, I digress. Let's see. Um, so yeah, the OBS in the background now, like I said, we can put whatever in there, we can record whatever in there, and right now, I'm gonna switch over and just to show how much fun this one can be. I'm going to switch over to my OBS Virtual. So right now I'm in my OBS Virtual. That's what we're seeing, but I'm capturing captions in Zoom. And I'm going to then turn off and transition to nothing. But I'm going to go back to my center screen. No, I don't want center. I'm going to give you my left. I'm going to give you my left. I'm going to throw left. That's my left screen. Oh, no, I don't want left. I want right. Let's go right. We'll go right, throw right. There's right. Okay, right is reversed, so I need to deal with that. But, let's see. What am I throwing? Why is that reversed? Who am I sending? Looks like I'm getting it correctly. Oh, it's video and effects settings for video and effects. Oh, come on. There, okay, mirror. Didn't want it to mirror. Okay, yeah, that's what was going wrong. Is it was mirrored, and it wasn't supposed to be. Okay. Easily fixed. Easily fixed. And that was in Zoom, which of course you can't see. But if you were to see Zoom, you could see. Oh, that's weird. Okay, that's not. I'll probably better to show center. Show center. Right, left. Throw left. Throw left. Okay, so that, no, throw center. Damn. Depends on what we're working with. Okay, here we go. There, okay. So, yeah, so this is where I was making my video adjustment. This is my center screen. Center screen. Okay, so now that I've got everybody thoroughly confused as far as where you're at, let's just go ahead and show you. Inputs active. Um, and go. Oops, no. No, no, no. Transform to fit the screen. There we go. Okay, that's better. Yes. Okay, so yeah, Martha. Um, so yeah. Gosh, where to even start? Um, so yeah, all the tools and the skills that we're building up on my right screen. I'm putting that together with my center screen, and we're coming up with this great list. And that's going to our files and our folders and our left screen. But then over here, we're really building the project. And so as I start opening this, I've got my prototype declaration. Now this is the actual project itself. This is the deep research that we had going on this. Is this the one I wanted? Scope. Is this the one? Okay, so that's the project to date, but Mhm. So, I'm not narrating because I'm getting down into the weeds of thinking, but yeah, you can see how we've got our different projects that we're going to be different pieces of this we're going to be building up. So this one, Martha Manifest, Architecture Map, Trust Boundary Declaration, Human in the Loop Policy, and all these pieces underneath it. Patch panel, I think is a cool thing, but that gives us what we're going to be our agent connections. This is great. So yeah, we're ready to get this all pretty much fleshed out and rock and roll. We got all these parts. Windows, again, a lot of what we were talking about as far as how we're going to organize these, and what we can track and what we can set up as an environment. And then um, our apps, pointers, things we're watching. Tmux again, layout sessions. I think this one might just be go change this to VS Code. Maybe make Tmux more of a put that more under software further out in practice. Further into put that back in development. Put Tmux into development. That doesn't need to be front and center necessarily. But we can make those adjustments. So, let's see. This one is. Yeah, another operator console. That's a whole other separate build, so we'll see about that. And then we'll be back in a patch panel. So yeah, host patch panel. Whatever the other one was, apps. Those are good. These are good. These are good. We're gonna start there. Get those built up. We got I think all the connections. I think we know what we need, what we want, how far deep down we want to go right now. So I think that's pretty much covered. So I think that's looking good. I think that'll make some sense. Now we've got a video of that. And outline. Not necessarily. Oh yeah, outline. But I'm not even committing this to get right now just because I don't have the metadata and the JSON stuff all set. So no use in scrambling all that until we're ready to start. Once we put this declare the structure for Martha. But then so that's Martha. Which is fine. Let's see, group 3. I'll just kill this off into one group. But then the next thing to do is going to be